Gophers in Madison Square Garden at a matinee game. After being in New York City for 5 straight days. Joker label retracted. Juju Gotti. Limited fake Pat Riley. Sounds like limited fake Macho Man Randy Savage. We're gonna get the harpoons, brother. That sounded a little more like Hulk Hogan. Okay, I don't know my wrestlers. Macho Man Randy Fun. Oh, I am the Heat deep cut. Oh, God, that's so insane. That is a Randy Fun joke?
Back when we used to hold GMs accountable in this market.
It's almost like we can't trust Johnny Infantino to tell us who's deserving of a made-up peace prize. Connection. You were the property manager with the beautiful smile. I was the prospective tenant with a 237 credit score and the mild case of the meth itches. Tyler Hero calling KD Burner Boy. Funny. Today I learned there are listeners of this show that don't know the club is on every Friday on YouTube. Like, had no idea. I missed the club. Do it every Friday on YouTube. We've done it for years. Every Friday on YouTube. I get it. You can't watch YouTube at work. This is what you do. You play it on your phone, you put on your AirPods, and you just listen to it. Gotta walk some of these horses to more than the weight. Nick's court looks like a transparency grid. I don't know whether to watch a game or superimpose it on a background. This is the part where they throw the picture up on the screen.
Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Richardson. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Notre Dame's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? Here's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
The play-action fake. Here's a hit. And the defense will corral the second down he goes at midfield. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you can tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Well, the tight end was in blocking on that play. The quarterback just kind of freaked out. Was just trying to find someone to outlet and dump the football to. Found the tight end. He wasn't expecting it, and as a result, loses yards on the catch.
Catch in the middle. It's Larson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early...
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job on the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
They'll go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Overton. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
Makes the grab. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. They'll go to the air on second and short. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Just keeps slinging it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the second effort, getting the extra yards and getting the first down.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. The offense changing the play. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's got it. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a...
The hands, the feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
Yeah, I just, I don't go in the back. I just put one leg and my old girl yelled, and she like a dog was in the yard. So we went back in the minute, so when I saw him, I'm like, hey, your dog was in there. I told him the dog was in my yard. I almost shot it. Like, oh, we'll fix it. We'll handle it. And my sister went out there today and saw there was another hole. On their side of the hole, they put a big brick to block the dog from digging. Because the other hole wasn't there. The big one that I showed, that wasn't there. I just spoke to him one time. I don't talk to nobody, none of my neighbors. Because I was just never home. But I spoke to him one time. Only. That was the only time. Yeah, just let them know. If they don't want to keep doing this shit, take pictures. To keep digging up your stuff and y'all gotta patch up that area. Let them know they still can't control it to do nothing. The city should have control. Gotta scare them. Or find them.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Gilbert. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got the first down and more. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things?
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Puts it out of the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Barres. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Gilbert. They stop it.
Play I've ever seen, but it was Church, right? Yeah. And he responded, and Jalen Williams got right back in his space and didn't back down. And again, this is the NBA. Guys do things that guys get in each other's spaces. I don't know if it's about the knee specifically. He's probably sensitive and just about getting hurt in general now that he's had his first major injury of his career. But again, I go back to bro, you kind of did the same thing. A dirty-ass play that has no place on a basketball court. I always talk about there are ways to impose your physicality. There's ways to cross the line. I mean, look, think about it. You talk about apron all the time. There's a first apron, a physicality, there's a second apron. The first apron is, I can hip check you. I can give you help.
Almost immediately short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
To the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Floyd. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
Hey.
Click Grainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey everybody, it's Mike Ryan. Now, if you've been following the show, you know I've been traveling, been super busy, been supporting my favorite football team with mixed results, right? Not the greatest hang so far in 2026. I try to find every excuse in the book. I had one buddy that was trying to invite me out. I wanted to stay in. He's like, come on, let's watch this NBA game. So I go over to his house. I watch this NBA game. And guess what? Something amazing happened. He pulled out the Miller Lights, and I knew right away I made the right call. Next thing you know, we're toasting, we're celebrating, we're having a great time. We're talking about nostalgia. We're talking about old friends that we had. And it was all thanks to Miller Lite. That icebreaker. It made a decent time a Miller time. And that's what I love about Miller Lite, because when you actually say yes, and you actually show up, you want a beer that fits the moment. For me, that's Miller Lite. It's clean, refreshing, easy to drink. Just 96 calories and 3.2 carbs.
And see, Rennie, that's what I said, man. That's the dog research. Before I open my mouth and say anything in any groups or anything anymore, I research it first. U.S. produced 67% of its own oil. 67% of its own oil. It imports. When it doesn't use its oil, it imports 60% from Canada, another 12% from. As a matter of fact, 12% from Mexico. U.S. gets more oil from Nigeria than it does the fucking Arab countries. I used to listen to them talk like this, dog, and I go and talk to people, man, and everybody turn their head sideways looking at me crazy, dog. Like,
You know who's got to
what the
love
fuck
this
is he
offense
talking
putting
about?
up so many first downs?
Bro, do some research, bro. It's a simple,
Playing on teams with great
dog. The phone is in your hand, bro. Y'all gotta start researching before y'all jump in topics, bro.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense...
Gas prices high, gas prices high, gas prices high. Name a time in your life the gas prices didn't peak and then went back to regular. Name the time. Name it.
It'll be second down.
Name the
Remember,
time in
they
your
can
life
pick up
where
a
gas
first without
prices didn't
scoring.
peak and then get back to regular.
Leaves it with the back.
It's not
Keep
lower.
it on the ground, and he's in for the
Man.
touchdown. No step
You're not listening to what I'm telling you.
They have
Global
been sharp
economy.
as they extend the lead.
Once you fuck up one shit,
All
it
you
fucks
can
up
say
everything.
is how impressive has this
It's
team
all
been at home
intertwined,
today.
all connected.
In all three facets of the game,
Nobody
their
never
defense has been
said who
outstanding.
gets oil
We've
from
seen some
who
plays
gets
in
who from
special
where.
teams, and
Never
the
saying
offense
that shit.
continues to deliver,
You fuck up this
showing
part,
off
the
all
whole
the
shit's
playmakers
fucked
and
up.
all of the versatility they have
It's
on
like a
that
house
side
of
of the
cards, bro.
football. This could not be better here in the first.
Yes, Bazo, but not like
Nice
this.
job executing
This is
all the
artificial.
assignments as they put a stop to
This
that
is
return at the
artificial.
22.
We caused this. This
Here
is
come the
artificial.
Irish back on offense. They've got nothing
We
done
caused
so far,
this.
and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hold, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach,
I
you're wondering what
I
did they
challenge
say,
everybody in
what
here
did
to
they
name
do
one
get my
thing.
team ready to go? Because
One
they look like
thing,
we're
since y'all won't call me a Republican, name one thing a Democrat has done for you that made you say, ah, shit, man, yeah, boy, I'm proud to be a Democrat. Name that one shit. I can name some off back. When I needed a passport, because my baby mama fucked with me, and I needed to get to Dominican Republic for the wedding, you know who got my passport for me? Huh? You know who got my passport for me? A Republican. That nigga called DC and told DC my passport was being processed in New Hampshire. Send his passport the next day. You know who signed my clemency so I don't be a two-time felon? DeSantis, a Republican. Now, I challenge everybody in here to name something a Democrat has done for you.
See, where you missed that. Don't nobody's claiming Democrat. Ain't nobody claiming Democrat. Who's claiming Democrat? If you look at my card right now, man, it has a big eye on it, bro. Ain't nobody claiming Democrat. What are you talking about?
Man, shut that shit up, man. The first Bush went and had a field day in Saudi Arabia in the early 90s. Second Bush came, had a field day in Iraq. We lived through those, did fine, no issues, and you think this is going to be a problem? Get the fuck out of here. So we didn't cause Desert Storm, huh? We didn't cause the invasion of Iraq, huh? Man, well I tell you, boy, this shit easier than talking to a fifth grader, bitch.
We never went to Saudi Arabia, buddy. We went to Kuwait. It was Iraq that went to invaded Kuwait. We helped them out. We said, hey, man, we went in there, we helped them out, and we benefit from there because of their oil. We went in there. Second one, okay. At least he got the okay from Congress. He said, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We're going to Iraq because, you know what I'm saying? Saddam got weapons of mass destruction. At least he got okay from Congress. This orange monkey, what they call them big orange monkeys? This motherfucker think he's the NLB all just went in there after that, you know what I'm saying, thinking that this shit was gonna be a Venezuela. Little did he know these motherfuckers won't lay down.
Hey, when the Democrats flooded this country with nothing but immigrants, drove up inflation, had niggas taxes paying for all type of immigrants, this and that. Some of them got away with billions in frauds in other states. We paid for that shit in our taxes, dog. Niggas got property taxes at 3 times, 4 times they rent. because they raising property taxes. We got kids going to we're paying for kids to go to schools that shouldn't even be in America. Who let them people in? I don't never hear nobody say, what is the Democrats? I never hear that. But as soon as a Republican do something, you hear, Republican, and then if you say something about it, yeah, you're conservative, you're Republican, you're this and that. Nobody ever says anything to Democrats when they do things. You notice that? Don't nobody say nothing to Democrat when they say. I picked that up. I was like, man, when Democrats do something wrong or bad or crazy, nobody says anything to them. But as soon as a Republican do it, it's hey, man, what's wrong with you, man? Calm down, relax. You saying Democrats, immigrants. In the 80s, when a bunch of Cubans, a bunch of Hades, when it was at its peak in the 80s, who gave immigrants amnesty? Go look that up. Who gave them amnesty? Go look that up. If you want to talk about Republicans and Democrats, who gave them amnesty? Go look it up. Not even go look at it. Go ask your buddy ChatGPT. Ask him or her, whatever it is.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of.
Hey, get out of here, man. We sent troops to Saudi Arabia, nigga, to protect Saudi Arabia. What the fuck you talking about, man? We had troops in Saudi Arabia, dog. During the Gulf War. What are you talking about, bro? That's the shit I'm talking about, man. See, I stopped you halfway. In the 80s, when immigrants came to America, they did not get welfare. They did not get welfare. They did not get welfare. They did not give these people welfare, bro. That's why it didn't drive our economy crazy. If you took welfare, you had to go back. They gave you a temporary visa, bro. That's the shit. Yeah, nigga, dog. If you gonna debate me, bro, debate me the right way. They did not hand out welfare, nigga. People, go look at Haitians from the 80s. Niggas ain't have no welfare. You didn't get no food stamps, housing. None of y'all niggas stayed in housing when you came here. None of y'all.
So I'm wrong too. So I'm completely wrong. We didn't help Kuwait against Iraq. That was not the reason why we went to war. So I'm wrong. Right?
How many Bidens I ran into that were getting $700-800 food stamps, $700-800 food stamps, stipends for rent. Man, get out of here, man. None of that shit was offered to no Caribbean, nobody, no immigrants in the 80s or before then. None of that.
You didn't answer my question. Who gave them amnesty? Who gave them their green cards? Who gave it to them? Who gave them their residence? If you want to be technical, who gave them their green cards? Under what president gave them the green cards? Answer that question.
You find great matchups.
Ronald Reagan, nigga. Ronald Reagan, nigga.
You like your matchup versus.
Oh, he's getting ahead of Steve. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001 when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Well, the offense is trying to attack the middle of the field. They're looking to hit that in route, but really good coverage there by the defense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Ocean from the wideout. Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration.
Basically, some guy who just acting like
Might be changing the route. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Keene. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through.
Looking for the end zone. And it'll be a touchdown.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to
Nah, my nigga, I need to hear you say it. I need to hear you say it. I need to hear you say it. I need to hear it. I need to smell it. I need to see it. Go ahead and say it, man.
Now this offense is back on the field.
Let me tell you something. When JFK ass didn't want no immigrants here, black people had to get in the streets, get that civil rights bill going, because they like, man, hold up, man. Y'all letting all these white immigrants come in here. What about the black immigrants? Democrats wouldn't let them people in, man. So after them niggas got murked, laws got put into place, you started to see a shift where now you're starting seeing Africans, Caribbean people be allowed to come that were black into the United States. Those were all happening during what political party in power? I'll wait for Brittany to tell us. But let it be known today. Give y'all niggas some history. There would not be a Haitian in America if it wasn't for those Yanks in the street saying, hey man, why y'all only letting white immigrants come in here? Why don't y'all let some black immigrants come here? And they put it in the 1965 Civil Rights Act bill.
My man, listen. Unlike you, I'm not a D, I'm not a R. I'm an I. I ain't affiliated with nobody. What you say, I feel you. I hate what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? What you're saying is true. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't mess with none of them. That's why I'm trying to make you understand, man. You trying to make one side righteous than the other. Nah, bruh. You need to put both of their foot to the fire. That's what you need to understand.
He's now over 400 yards passing.
I'm gonna teach you, my nigga. I'm gonna lead you to the promised land, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Your eyes is blind. You blind right now, my boy. You blind. But I'm gonna walk you. I'm gonna hold your hand. We're gonna walk lockstep together, my nigga, and take you to the promised land.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much
Hey,
success.
yeah, this that dumb nigga talk shit right here, man. See, this was, hey, Briz, this shit right here Star be talking about, man. Dumb nigga talk, man. I'm not this, I'm not that. Fuck the police, I don't need no police. This is that, man. The white man did it. All that bullshit, dog. All that shit they've been having us regurgitate, nigga, for the last 40 plus years, nigga. That's that dumb talk right there, man. You can watch you watch all your life, you voted one way. Everybody else you've known in your circle voted one fucking way, right? Go back, go to any hood in Fort Lauderdale, what you see? The same motherfucker they've been voting the same fucking way. Where they sitting there? Huh? 8th Avenue still look like shit today. 8th Avenue still look like shit today. I 1000% can tell you right now, them people, even the way they living now, will only vote for one party. They ain't gonna do shit for them.
I'm not changing nothing. I was talking about the war. And you came all the way down to residence and talking about we wouldn't be here and all that bullshit. You came from Asia and you came all the way down to the Caribbean.
No. I like to call the hypocrisy, the BS. You can't sit here and say gas is high, gas is high. You can't sit there and say that when inflation is happening because one group decided to let all these fucking people in this country. There's no fucking reason why there should be any senior right now having to pay property taxes. We need to abolish that shit. But you know who won't sign off on that? You know which party won't sign off on that shit? Because you know why? They take our tax dollars and they go do bullshit. Like Nades right now works for a non-profit organization, Handy, down in Fort Lauderdale. You know how much she gets? So much grant money from our tax dollars. She gives shit away. I can't tell you how many times I was like, yo, send me one of those new thingum grills, because they get so much fucking money. Every Christmas, the kids get the latest iPhones and this and that, whatever, blah, 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 immigrants, this, that. They get the latest everything. You know who tax dollars paying for that shit? Get the fuck out of here, man. If your biggest problem is gas, you ain't got no fucking problem.
They just don't, okay?
What are you talking about? What nigga talk? Just because I say I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, that's nigga talk, right? That's what you're saying. I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat. So that's nigga talk. If I say I'm straight to the middle, I'm not leaning neither side. The person that strokes my boat, pause, that's the person I'm really gonna listen. That's nigga talk. You gotta court me now. You know, you gotta tell me what I need to hear. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know you're gonna lie at the end of the day, but tell me what I need to hear. What's my best interest? You know what I'm saying? Don't stereotype me because I'm black or whatever. Tell me what I need to hear. You know what I mean? Unlike you, the propagandas, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we're gonna cut tax, more money in your pocket. I don't want to hear that bullshit. All that's been lies. You've been gassing me up for years. Now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. What are we going to do? You know what I'm saying? That's good for both sides. You, on the other hand, you're a robot. They feed you the same shit and you fall for it every time. Nah, man, you gotta open your eyes, man. Open your eyes, man. Say, hey, man, I've been hearing this for the last 30 years of my life, man. Cut taxes, more in my pocket. I ain't see nothing.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense
You're right.
is
They take our tax
committed to
dollars and
having
do
some
bullshit like
balance. They've
war.
had so much
You know what I'm
success
saying?
early in this game.
Meaningless
throwing the
war,
football,
you right.
They've been lighting the
They take it and do
scoreboard
dumb
up
shit
through
like
the
that, you
air,
right.
but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football, even if you're not breaking off 60-yard.
He's going to fire deep. And it's knocked
Bro, do you
away
know
and
America's biggest
incomplete. The
problem
defense
is
denying a
taxes?
big play as we've played three
Do
quarters.
you understand that? Do you
Big
understand that
plays,
America's biggest
tons
problem
of
is
yards
taxes?
through three quarters for these two guys.
You know that, right? Capitalism. That's why they want to eliminate some of these taxes. It's not fucking war. That shit don't do nothing
Just
to
about
us, man.
ready to go in the fourth,
It's the
and we'll
fucking
see if
taxes that
any
come out of your
drama can
paycheck
be
every week,
mustered.
every 2 weeks, to fund shit that doesn't benefit you. Foreign aid, Jay. Why the fuck are we doing foreign aid? Why are we sending billions of dollars overseas to help? What?
Misfired
You
on
don't
the
get
last
it,
play.
bro?
They'll go back to the air.
Come
It's
on, man.
incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to
Okay.
fit that one in there.
Last week, right?
Now facing
Last
a
week,
third
I
and
paid.
from the gun, wants to pass. Working the
I want
middle
to
of
say
the
like
field, and it's complete.
$900 something
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the
from
first down.
Atlanta, Georgia to
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered.
Atlanta, Georgia to
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They'll run the screen.
let's see. Atlanta to Atlanta to what did I call when I was in
They've got the big
Georgia?
fellas out there, a three tight end look on first and 10. The give to the back.
Somewhere in Maryland, I forgot. Somewhere in Maryland, right outside. Oh, Hagerstown, Maryland. $900. $900. Okay, which is fine. That was before this shit. I shit you not. From Chattanooga
They'll wrestle him down
to
just
here,
short of the first down.
you know how much I
They're
paid?
gonna bring out the chains to measure this one.
I paid
They'll try to pick
$14.50.
up this third down and keep the drive moving close to midfield. The safe call on the wide receiver screen.
The only tax that really matters is defense tax. If we don't have a defense tax, we'll be doing like them niggas over there all the time having to duck and hide under fucking bunkers and shit so we don't get bombed. A defense tax is very fucking important. You gotta have a defense tax. But to take my tax money and say you wanted to do DEI training for trans and relations, that was one party doing that. To take my money and say, yeah, we need to continue helping with foreign aid, and then that foreign aid is you helping trans have equal rights in other countries. Don't do that with my fucking money, bro. Don't do that with my fucking money. I work too fucking hard. Y'all might not work hard, but I work too fucking hard for my money to be leaving my house to go pay for some wannabe fucking retard, slow ass, gay motherfucker who thinks he's a woman. No, leave my money here so I could put it in my kids' pockets. So one day when I'm no longer on this earth, my kids can have some money.
Okay, where does the war? Excuse me. Where does the tax go to? What budget? What budget? What budget does it go to? See, you saying the same. You just running like a dog chasing your tail, buddy. You're contradicting yourself. You say it's taxes, taxes. Where does the tax go to? What budget? What is the highest budget? Let me know. Bruh, listen. You talking about all this stuff? Who cares about those stuff? When I say who cares, you the one that's. Listen, you trying to label that on me? You talking about I'm the one that's trying? Listen, I'm with you on that. But what you not trying to listen to? What I'm trying to say is, I'm talking about this war, buddy. That's what I'm talking about. You back to this domestic stuff. I'm back on talking about this international war shit that's fucking us over. You know what I'm saying? Making it bad for niggas like me. People like me. You know what I'm saying? That had to survive on this gas shit, man.
Why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? grabbed behind the line. It's Floyd. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't